I was faced with a choice which I never should have had.
She was crying like I had never heard a woman cry before in my life.
And I just cried for weeks and weeks. Everything reminded me of a baby.
And I kept trying to get up from the table and look to see what was in that jar.
I was dealing with the loss of my unborn child and I didn't even know it.
I believe that my life was spared that night just so that I could be here right now and say abortion hurts women.
Whisper, be silent no more.
Welcome to Faces of Abortion. I'm your host, Cindy Collins, and I'm with my co-host, Lisa Dudley, who is Director of Outreach of Operation Outcry. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
I'm so thankful that you're here to share this very important show that we're having Laura share her story in her own words, and then we're going to hear from Dr. Peggy Hartshorn, who's president of Heartbeat International, about help for women in pregnancy care centers, abortion recovery, and how there is help and hope.
Absolutely, and I think it's going to be just incredible with incredible information.
I do too, Lisa. I think it's going to be very important for those that are listening to stay tuned with us, because these are going to be two pieces of information that we're going to want to hear. So we want you to stay with us as we go and listen to Laura's story in her own words.
Hi, my name is Laura. I'm the director of the Hartford Pregnancy Center here in Wisconsin. I wanted to speak with you today about unplanned pregnancy, abortion, a little bit about some of the options that you have when you're facing that unplanned pregnancy. But first, I want to give you a little bit of my history. When I was 14 years old, I was raped. As a result of that rape, I became pregnant. I, through self-abuse, ended up ending the life of that child. I went through several years of hurt and self-destruction and drinking. Then I got to know the Lord, and I reached a lot of healing through that. I think that is why I am at the Pregnancy Center today, and that is why I have such a heart to reach out to people that are facing unplanned pregnancy, that might be facing rape, that might be facing a decision that leads them to abortion. I want to let you know that you can go into a crisis pregnancy center and speak with someone in regards to your pregnancy. They will give you truthful, honest, and complete information about all the options that are available to you. When I speak with a young woman that comes in, I want to hear her side of the story. I want to know about her family. I want to know how she's feeling. I want to know everything about her that led up to that pregnancy, so then I can pray with her, I can speak with her, I can hear what she's telling me, I can learn more about her so that I can help her make a decision that she's going to be able to live with for the rest of her life, whether that is adoption or whether that is parenting. I don't counsel women to have abortion because I've been through abortion, and I've known hundreds of women that have been through abortion and have been hurt and harmed in many different ways. I have seen women who have suffered from wanting to commit suicide, from depression, from drinking, from drug abuse. I have seen women harm themselves through cutting, through bulimia, through several different eating disorders. I've also seen young men who have suffered depression and suicidal thoughts, acts upon suicide. And so after knowing what I know and what I've seen from hundreds of women, we have also begun a program at the Pregnancy Center for Abortion Recovery, where we meet with women and hear their story of abortion and how they've been hurt. And through that weekend, we can reach a point where we pray together, where we support each other, and where we let them know that those of us who have been through it, yes, we have suffered for many years, but there is healing and there is hope. What I would really like to say to someone who might be facing an unplanned pregnancy is reach out. What I have heard over and over and over again is if I had only known that I could talk to somebody, that there was somebody out there who would understand, and that there was somebody who would listen to me, I may not have chose abortion as my choice. So I'm saying to you, reach out to whoever you can. Go to a crisis pregnancy center. Go to your parents if that's the only people that you have, or go to a friend and just tell them what you're going through and reach out to them. If you have experienced abortion, what I would really like to say to you is call the National Abortion Hotline, or call a crisis pregnancy center, or call a Rachel's Vineyard retreat, or Forgiven and Set Free. There are so many women who have been through abortion, who have found healing, who want to help you.
You've just heard Laura's story in her own words of the testimony and devastation that abortion caused in her life, of the pain and the heartache, yet she found help and hope in her relationship with Jesus Christ. We want you to know that there is help and hope for you. There's also somebody that you can talk to right now at the National Abortion Helpline, which is 1-866-482-LIFE. There's also a website, optionline.org, that you can go to and find abortion recovery centers all throughout this nation. Please go make that call or go to the web right now and receive that help. I know, Lisa, it's just been so important as we've worked with women literally from around the world that have suffered from abortion like Laura has, to encourage them to go seek help.
Absolutely. What so many people don't realize is that there is hope and there is healing. And I can't tell you how many times people didn't even realize there are pregnancy care centers out there, that they exist. And that within those centers, not only do they offer hope to those who are in a crisis pregnancy, but if you've already made that tragic choice of abortion, they have abortion recovery in those centers, or they can refer them to someone who's offering the abortion recovery. And so what Operation Outcry really wants to do is to help the nation understand that there is hope, there is healing, and there's places available for them to go.
And also for women's voices not to be silent anymore.
Yes.
For so many of us, I know with me and with yourself, with others that we've worked with, we have kept that pain. It's been shoved down, suppressed, but it's manifested. It comes out in other ways through drug, through addiction, eating disorders, depression, suicide. And we know this, not necessarily from any statistical report, but or research, other than we know this from the testimonies from the women one by one that are now beginning to speak out.
That's right. We know it from our own personal experiences. There's nothing like your own experiences versus an opinion. And the thousands of testimonies that are coming into Operation Outcry from women and men who've been hurt by abortion are just the same story, one right after another, of the pain and destruction in people's lives. And so what we want is not only to get that information to show America and the courts that abortion hurts women, but we want them to know that there is hope, there is healing. This is a ministry, and we want to get that out to the women and men who've been hurt.
I know, Lisa, that was so important for Laura. You know, we see sometimes women feel like they're alone.
Yes.
They're the only one that abortion has happened to. So it's so important to go to the internet, look at afterabortion.org, I know is another website. Yes. Abortion recovery centers are often located within a pregnancy resource center in the local community. So it's important not to hold that pain down anymore.
Very important. And I know for me, I held that for many, many years. I didn't realize that a lot of the things going on in my life were connected to my abortion experience. And had I known that there were pregnancy centers, and had I known that there was even abortion recovery, I might have gotten help a lot sooner. And so I would just really encourage